So Johnny Morrissey has that famous picture of him.
Yeah.
Looking, I suppose, wearing the shorts and looking
a bit arrested.
Looking very arrested. Like amazingly, it popped up again this week. I don't know if you saw it, did you?
No, what happened?
So I actually opened up X, formerly known as Twitter, and they had breaking IDF general arrested in Holland for war crimes.
IDF general?
As in the Israeli Defence Forces general, yes.
And a picture of Johnny Morrissey?
And a picture of Johnny Morrissey.
Right.
And it went all around the world that this IDF general, and they gave his name as well, Shitan Shaul, commander of the Armoured Corps.
I'm sure it wasn't Shitan.
Well, Shitan. Pronounce it as you wish.
Yeah.
Major General Shitan Shaul, commander of the Armoured Corps, was arrested in the Netherlands on charges of committing war crimes in Rafah.
And Johnny Morrissey picture he's in his underpants. And
no, well, he's in shorts, I think.
It looks kind of sunny.
Well, I suppose maybe they are lengthy underpants.
Yeah.
But and he's in handcuffs, and it went all around the world. It's funny, the internet. And
so who made the mistake in the first place with that?
I don't think it's a mistake. It's one of these weird... and maybe it is a mistake.
What do you mean?
Like some people put up these stories that they know are wrong for whatever reason.
But was the story correct and the picture wrong, or was the story made up?
The story is totally made up.
So Shitan doesn't exist?
Well, I Googled him and I can't actually find him except for this thing, this breaking news. And it went all around the world, and then it was, before it was ultimately fact-checked. And it obviously would be a huge story.
Come here, explain that. How does this happen? So somebody has created this story. Is this for a laugh?
No, I don't think it's for a laugh. I think there's probably revenue to be made, relatively small amounts.
Mm.
You know, if people probably don't see ads when they click on a story.
Yeah.
Now, these are programmatic ads, they're called, so they just run automatically across all websites. There's tiny amounts of money on them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get millions and millions of clicks, you might make a few thousand.
Okay.
And you can make millions of clicks. So you
make a story look realistic, in other words,
yes.
Or else to get AI to generate something or whatever.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they just found this random picture of Johnny.
And it is a dramatic looking picture.
It is a dramatic looking picture, albeit from Spain when the story is supposed to be coming from the Netherlands. And they put the two together and floated out where?
Floated out in social media.
Social media.
So this would have been the first Israeli Defence Forces official to be arrested for war crimes.
Mm.
On my own newsfeed, you get loads of stories about Gaza. There is a huge interest worldwide.
Yeah.
So they get, just say they get, I mean, 1 million clicks wouldn't be a lot, but 10, 20, 30 million, and you wouldn't be retiring on this money.
No,
you might make a few, a few quid.
And did any, actual news organisation run the story?
No, they're not looking for news organisations to run it.
But nobody made the mistake of believing this to be true or whatever.
No. It's a weird phenomenon.
Very weird phenomenon.
Because
they could have a picture of me and you out there.
They could.
With something like really strange to do with an arrest or whatever.
Yeah. And it's not like when you click into the original website, it'll just be up briefly and very little on it. But you can generate, it's harder these days, but you can generate that amount of clicks on social media.
So are we kind of like veering on poor Johnny Morrissey got spammed?
Well, he got spammed, I suppose, but it was quickly fact checked.
Yes.
By some media organisations, and also by even on social media, on the notes you see on Twitter, on X, where they fact check it.
And then the story's turned on its head by news organisations who say Johnny Morrissey got spammed on this.
Well, I suppose I don't say that, but they say, I'll read you out what they said, the fact checkers. The image was originally published to illustrate news reports about a suspected Irish gangster's arrest in Spain. It adds, Morrissey, known as Johnny Cash for the wads of banknotes he carried with him, is suspected of laundering 200 million for the Kinahan gang.
Yeah.
So that becomes part.
Now, I want to fact check that fact-checked piece, because I don't know whether we claim Johnny Morrissey to be Irish. I thought he was from Rochdale and he's a UK citizen. He initially came to Ireland back in the 1990s, where he settled in Kinsale, and opened a restaurant. And it was believed and suspected to have been going out to sea at night in boats to collect cocaine and bring it in, hidden in diving equipment, etc., etc. Criminal Assets Bureau got on him in the late 90s and he headed for Spain, where he then popped up with the Kinahan organisation as this super rich, businessman type who launched a vodka called Nero, which was ultimately sanctioned because it was money laundering Kinahan cash. He was arrested in 2022. And at that point, the Spanish authorities claimed he was involved in laundering 200 million for the Kinahan organisation. I should be in mastermind here.
You should.
Specialist bleeding subject is. And he was jailed, I think, for 18, 20 months in prison without getting bail, has since got bail. And last year, the builders at his very, very obnoxious villa in somewhere down around the Costa, which is bedecked in statues of Nero.
The Emperor, yeah.
They got back on site and they started to continue to build that. He was seen out with the wife around last Easter, Nicola Morrissey, who was also named as a director of Nero, although wasn't sanctioned, along with her husband Johnny, when the US Treasury did so on the Kinahans and their inner circle. So he's basically been out and about and waiting to see, do these charges, will they be levelled against him or will they hold in Spain? Because it's sort of like when the years go past in these investigations, I've no doubt the criminals feel a bit confident. The Kinahans 2010 Operation Shovel brought before the courts, and by 8 years' time, pretty much all charges are dropped against them.
Yeah, and as you said, he's declared Irish there, but I'll read out some of the other fact-checking bit, which I did like.
Yeah.
The officer to the left of the detainees left is not wearing the uniform of the Dutch police agency. It's in the Guardia Civil, and her vest is clearly marked Guardia Civil. Behind her walks a man wearing the insignia of Ireland's Garda, the Emerald Isles National Police Agency.
Who wrote that? And what I mean, seriously, are they only short of having a leprechaun at his feet or something? No, Johnny Morrissey's not Irish. We're not claiming him.
No,
we have enough of our own.
We do.
We don't want Johnny.
We do have enough of our own. But yeah, I mean, Johnny Morrissey, again, which we've seen in Spain before, the Spanish police are really good at these operations where they catch people red-handed, and we see that again and again, really, very professional. You can see them going in, they really seem to know what they're doing. But whatever reason, these kind of more complex investigations into people that are hands-off or involving the money, they really do seem to peter out at some point.
The system doesn't seem to be cut out for it. That's why all the criminals live there anyway.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, but quite a lot of them. I mean, I always reckon the Spanish police are really good at the PR. They're really good at making the movies, the drama. It's the follow-up that they tend to...
Yeah, I think.
Although having said that, in their favour, the Spanish police give everything they have done to a magistrate.
Yeah.
And it's the magistrate who investigates ongoing and makes the decisions from there.
Yeah, and we don't know. Look, we don't know the legal system there, but we have seen in Ireland that our laws had to be changed and updated. So while we don't have the RICO laws of America, which are the racketeering laws, where effectively, they were able to prove one individual committed this crime, another individual committed this crime, and both of those crimes work together to the benefit of of a mafia guy, really. So Ireland doesn't have those exact laws, but we have had these criminal gang laws, really, where you can see people committing crimes, and that's on behalf of an organised crime group. And that has changed in recent times. We've seen, much more comprehensive investigations as a result. Whether that exists in Spain or not, I don't fully know. But we haven't seen Irish people who've been arrested and prosecuted get convicted in that way in Spain.
Yeah, and he certainly ain't gone into custody.
No.
In the Netherlands.
No, he certainly isn't, and he's
nothing to do with Israel.
He's definitely not in the IDF.
Let's be accurate. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, right. That's Johnny Morrissey.
Thanks, Nicola.
I'm Nicola Tallant, and you're watching Crime World, a podcast about criminals, drugs, and the underworld in Ireland and across the globe.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you can be the first to watch all our latest episodes. You can also listen wherever you get your podcasts.